Welcome to tutorial number 4. Today we're going to be going over the concept of loop, which is telling the board to repeat a process or a set of instructions over and over.
These were the things that we used the last time: the power pack, the Arduino board, and a motor. Remember that we have the power pack because the USB cannot provide the power that the motor needs to run. So what we're going to be doing now is using two motors over a structure and of course the same power pack as before. What I've done is I've mounted some of these things on a plastic structure. You're gonna see over here. Basically it's just some of the plastic pieces that you can download the blueprints, and a couple of engines, a couple of the motors with wheels. What I've done already is I've connected the power pack, which is down here. I connected the power pack to the board. You can see there it's working, and then I've connected one of the motors to M0 and the other one to M1, as you can see right there. Connect the USB cable to the board.
And the next thing, we're going to go right into Multiplo. And first I'm going to show you how to create a loop. And then we're going to add things inside that we want to be repeated over and over. To create a loop, the first thing that you have to do is press on this one. And we're going to tell software that the constant or the loop is true. That what it has to do is keep going and over the same set of instructions. And now, of course, what we're going to do is add the gears, which is controls a motor state. Let's go ahead and click on one of those. And today we're using both motors, so let's choose motor 0 and give it a constant. It's going to be 50 in this case, which, as you learn on tutorial 3, is 50% of the power that the motor can run on. Let's go ahead and add now also the other motor at the same speed. And then, as we learned before, we're going to put a timer. Let's tell it for how long we want that to happen. And this is in milliseconds, so what we're going to do is we're going to add, let's say 2 seconds, 3 zeros because it's in milliseconds. Then, as we learned before, if we want to make the motors work in the opposite direction, what we have to do is turn the number or the constant into a negative. So let's go ahead and add a couple more of motor states. Let's choose motor 0 and 1. And this time, let's give it a negative value of 50 also. Negative and 50, and for how long? Also 2 seconds. So now we're going to click on the run icon, as you remember before, and what this is going to do is going to upload all the information into the board. The LED, the yellow LED light is going to blink, and as soon as it's done blinking, it's going to just execute the orders.
LED light is blinking, it's uploading information, and it goes for 2 seconds in one direction, and then it turns into the negative and it goes in the other direction.
So now that we've made the robot go back and forth, we're going to try something a little bit more complicated, but still pretty simple at the same time. What we're going to try to do is make the robot go in circles and also try to zigzag across the floor. To make the robot change direction, what you have to do is make one of the motors go at a different speed than the other one. So instead of going in a straight line, what it's going to do is turn to one side, and then we're going to make so it does the opposite and then it turns to the other side. I've already done it here because it's all things that you already know. So what we've done here is a loop, tell it that it's a positive, that it's a true statement, that we want the loop. Then we are telling here that we have motor 0 and motor 1. And then motor 0 is going to go at 25% the speed that it can run for, and then motor 1 is going to go at 50% the speed. And that's going to happen for 2 seconds. Remember, milliseconds, so 2 seconds. And then it's going to change. It's going to go motor 0 at 50% and motor 1 at 25%. And again for 2 seconds. And once it reaches here, it goes back to the beginning. So let's go ahead and program the board by pressing on the run icon. Now that we've seen how you can make the robot change directions, go forward, go backwards, let's go ahead and leave you a little bit of homework. Make the robot make a square on the floor. Go straight, turn 90 degrees, and go straight for a certain period of time and start the whole loop all over again. It's not as complicated as it sounds, so I hope you can figure it out. See you soon.